Some parents in Frederick County, Virginia, are calling on a school board member to resign after a controversial social media post.
That's right. The board member reposted an altered photo of his colleague showing them with devil horns and a Hitler-style mustache.
This is the picture that has some parents calling on school board member Miles Adkins to step down. He reposted it this week shortly after the board voted 4-3 to continue its mask mandate. These 4 members, the ones who voted to keep kids masked. Adkins tells News 4 that he did not create the graphic, that a parent attached it to a YouTube recording of the board meeting that he wanted to share. Adkins tells News 4 that he did not create the graphic, that he did not create the graphic, he did not create the graphic, he did not create the graphic.
Who the wrote this bullshit?
Dodson, we've got Dodson here. See, nobody cares.
Who cares?
Like, who cares? Nobody cares, man.
If people are determined to be offended, if they will climb up on the ladder, balancing it precariously on their own toilet system, to be upset by what they see through the neighbor's bathroom window, there's nothing you can do about that.
If someone tells me that I've hurt their feelings, I say, well, I'm still waiting to hear what your point is. Right. I'm very depressed how in this country you can be told, that's offensive, as if those two words constitute an argument or a comment. Not to me, they don't. And I'm not running for anything, so I don't have to pretend to like people when I don't.
Right. And the other word is offence. It's now very common to hear people say, I'm rather offended by that, as if that gives them certain rights. It's actually nothing more, it's simply a whine. It's no more than a whine.
I find that so offensive.
I find that offensive. It has no meaning, it has no purpose, it has no reason to be respected as a phrase. I am offended by that. Well, so fucking what?
It's people that think that they have a right to be protected from being offended is what's wrong in this century. Is that people think that somehow they don't have they have that there should be people protecting them from being uncomfortable, from there being stuff out there they don't like to hear. That I think that's the main thing that's wrong right now. Is people that think, well, I don't like that, so it shouldn't exist. No, yeah, you should have to feel uncomfortable sometimes.
The problem is,
everybody thinks, I don't know, Americans think that they're owed a perfect day.
There's this entitlement thing that goes on in this country where they confuse America and freedom.
That's exactly.
with the right to not be annoyed, offended,
right?
And that's not it at all.
I think
we've come to expect never to be offended. What you say is offensive to me. I'm offended by some things. I'm offended by chewing gum. I'm offended by backwards pointing baseball hats. But I don't try to get a version of the blasphemy law passed to prevent people chewing gum or reversing their cap. So what if I'm offended? So what if my feelings are hurt? Does that give me the right to prevent others from expressing their opinions?
I really felt quite distressed at not receiving an invitation.
You're not welcome here.
Oh dear, what an awkward situation.